What's going on, homies? Welcome to the top 5 maps in Call of Duty Zombies. Just know that your preferences may be different from mine. This is totally personal preference, so you may not have the same favorite top 5 maps in Call of Duty Zombies. So, if you enjoy, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I hope you enjoy. At the number 5 spot, we have Garage Crow from Black Ops 3. Garage Crovey, now I'm just going to point this out right away. There's a few maps that I'm just not good at. It could be a really easy map and I'm just not good at it. Like Derice from World at War, I'm not good at that map, so I'm not good at some maps. And this is one of those maps that I'm not really too good at. I can never do good. And I don't know if it's just because, I don't know if I'm necessarily scared or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. We're off track. But Garage Crovey is in Black Ops 3 in the third DLC pack. It kind of set the bar high for Revelations because the hype was amazing coming out of this game for Revelations with the ending and everything. And yeah, and then Revelations did not live up to the hype. I was about to say DLC pack. This map introduced the PPSH, the return of the beautiful PPSH, and oh, that was a terrible sound effect. My favorite gun of all time, the FFAR, aka the FAMAS, and also the Ray Gun Mark III. Then you have some other cool stuff, like they brought back the Trials, aka like the things you can complete or whatever. I can't think of the names, so we're gonna stick with Trials. And then you have the Dragon Strike thing, and yeah, they just add a lot of cool things that they brought into this map. I like the look of it. I love this map. But again, this is one of those maps that I'm just not good at. And I wish I was, in some maps, I wish I was good at. Like, again, this one. I wish I was really good at this map, but I'm not. And I remember last year that when this game first came out, since I'm an Xbox users, we had to, wait a month for DLC. I was watching a YouTuber play this at midnight, and it's just like every time I watched that video, I just get that super nostalgic feeling of like that was last summer and I was like so hyped for this DLC pack, and it just keeps me like motivated to like keep playing zombies, like small things like that. So Garage Crovey, it's an amazing map. It's our number 5 spot. Now at the number 4 spot on this list, we have Derice from World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 3. So I mean, considering this map has been on 3 games, it must be a pretty important map in my opinion. This map, it introduced the Pack-a-Punch for the first time, the beautiful Pack-a-Punch that we come to love when we just want to upgrade our gun for 5,000 points, and then, when we go back to the older games and it costs like 5,000 to re-Pack-a-Punch that shit, like, that's completely worthless. But then you have the 2,500 in Black Ops 3, which is amazing, and you get your little perk on the gun, like your blast furnace. Okay, this isn't a Black Ops 3 thing, but it also introduced the teleporters, which also we come to love. Now that I think about it, what map in Black Ops 3 have we had teleporters? We had sort of like a teleporter in Shadows of Evil. We had, of course, in the Giant, because it's a remake of Derice. We really didn't have them. Like, we had like the Wonder Sphere or whatever it's called, the bouncing things, I don't know what they're called, in Revelations and Derice Drac. But like, other than that, I can't think of any other times we've had it. I mean, we've had them in the past, like on Kino, we've had teleporters and such like that. But this map, it started a whole lot. Pack-a-Punch, just think about it. If this map was not made, if they really didn't think this map out, they just kind of followed what they did in, was it Shino Numa? That was the second map pack, I want to say. I think it was. But if they would have just followed that, then, and they didn't like add the Pack-a-Punch, we might like not have Pack-a-Punch, or Pack-a-Punch may not look the same because the guy that designed it might have gotten fired. We don't know. Just this map being created, it set Pack-a-Punch up, and I'm like loving Pack-a-Punch right now. Pack-a-Punch is like my baby. So yeah, Derice, number 4 spot. At the number 3 spot, we have an amazing map. This is one I'm actually good at. Who would have thought? Honestly, a map that I can get kills on, I'm pretty good at. And this map is Derice Drac. Now, Derice Drac, let's just start here. Ragnarok's amazing. They appear in one more map after that. They're amazing weapons to use. You have to use them in the Easter egg. I mean, it's amazing. And then it represents the gravity spikes. And then the bows. Kind of like the staffs, but they're not staffs. So that's that. But the bows, the amazing bows, how easy it is to make the lightning bow and how OP it is. It's amazing. And I am a person that does not like bosses that throw stuff at you, or like boss zombies, aka the Panzer. I don't like zombies that throw stuff at me, especially shock chargers and flamethrowers. But here's the thing: in Derice, I go up to the death ray, I turn on the death ray and just spam my bow at him, because I usually get my lightning bow the round before the Panzer comes. So it makes this map amazing to me. And think about that though. I love the atmosphere. It's a nice map, and what I love about it is if you literally have to open, I think, about 5 doors, probably maybe like 3 or 4, and then you turn on power, whole map, it's open. Whole map is open, and it's so weird because they started off with this map for the whole DLC season of Black Ops 3, and that got people pumped, because it's like, if we get a whole bunch of maps that are better than this is gonna be like the greatest DLC season we've ever had in Call of Duty history. But then that's about, and Garage wasn't bad, and you had Revelations, and yeah, the Rise and Drag, number 3. At the number 2 spot, we have a map that is close to my heart, that I love dearly, and that is Mably Dead from Black Ops 2. I believe this map was introduced in the 3rd DLC pack, and this map has a lot of additions to it that I absolutely love. You have the addition of Electric Cherry, which again I love, because if you're in a corner and there's a lot of zombies, sure, it's not going to save your life, but when you reload, that just like shocks them, and there's no way you can really die in this map with the Blunder Gap, the Vitrolic Withering, I can't remember the other names for it, but there's like 4 names for it. But with this and Electric Cherry and a shield, there's no way you could possibly die in this map. Oh, and the House Retriever. Don't forget about the House Retriever and dogs, which was introduced. Well, the dogs were introduced in Mably Dead, but they got the idea off of Mably Dead for Derice and Drac with putting in the dragons. So that's why I put Mably Dead in front of Derice and Drac, and I just think it's a little bit better than Derice and Drac. Also, Afterlife mode, and when I was recording this, I'm like, where the hell is Quick Revive? And I was really tripped out, and there's a noob moment, and I'm like, Matt, you have Afterlife. And I'm like, Matt, you're right. Then you can build your plane, you can fly over to the Golden Gate Bridge, and you can just escape. And then you have an endless loop until you do the Easter egg. But I don't have time for that, so I'm not going to do it. Also, you have like your death machine, and I know I said the Blunder Gap, but I'm going to say it again because it's beautiful. But yeah, that's number 2 spot. At the number 1 spot, honestly guys, what else could it be? I haven't said it yet, and it's not like I'm going to count this map out. Number 1 spot has to be Origins Black Ops 2 Final DLC pack. Now, Origins, let's start right here. So, you have your golden helmet. You have the I can't remember the name, but the little punching thing. You have the giant robots that have like the little what's it called? Staff parts. You have your Wonder Fizz for the first time. You have the Magna Collider, I think that's what it's called, or the MG42, I think I want to say. You have your generators, which act as like the power switch. You have the 3 new power-ups, the Blood Money, which gives you random amount of money. Zombie Blood, which it's kind of like Can You See Me or something like that. I can't remember. The Gobble Gum. Then you have your empty perk bottle, which I mean, I've never seen that, but I just know it's there. Then you have the staffs that we love. Again, Derice and Drac, they most likely got the idea off of Origins. I know it's the same company, but I'm just saying, like, they're probably just like, damn, these people like the staffs. Let's bring bows in, because then they'll like this map. And look it, we did. So they should just keep doing that. But, we'd wait another 3 years, and who knows if they're going to continue this storyline for zombies. I don't know if they will. Just with the ending of Revelations, I think they will, but I don't know. But you have the Maxis drone, which I love. Turrets or like things like that which shoot for you, especially in zombies. I've liked how Infinite Warfare and I think Advanced Warfare, they both had turrets in their zombies modes or whatever. And then the zombie shield, that's new. And then you have being able to dig stuff up. You can dig like grenades, zombies. You can dig up parts. It depends if it's snowing. And then just the different ways that you can get the parts for the staffs. Like they went they like have 50 people come in and they're just like, give me a weird ass idea on how they can get parts for the staff. It's like, hey, I have an idea. How about they have to shoot down a plane? There, fire staff. Hey, how about when it's snowing, they have to dig up one of the ice parts? Bam, there you go. How about disc so they can get into Agartha? What the fuck is Agartha? That's what that guy asked. He's like, know what? How about we call it the crazy place? Because people are not going to know what Agartha is. So then, yeah, crazy place. And you're like, you're going to need disc to actually get into different places or versions of Agartha. Okay, cool. And then just so much thought they put into this map, and it's crazy because then you have the Wonder Fizzes and all the new Chronicle maps. You have it in Derice and Drac. You have it in Grod Crovy. I think you might have it in Revelations. I'm not 126% sure. But it's just crazy how much thought they put into this map. And now, just look where we are today. This map was so revolutionary. I think this is the first time we had challenges too. Like, this set up some of the things for Grod Crovy as well. So yes, Origins, what else could it be? That's your #1 spot. Alright guys, so in my opinion, those are the top 5 maps in Call of Duty Zombies. If you disagree, give me your top 5 in the comments. I always love reading comments. I will agree to disagree with you, or I will agree with you and I'll be like, you know what, I'm an idiot for putting that there. So, if you're new, press the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. You know, you gotta smack it, make it look red. Yeah, that's all I got. See ya.